We all love a good action story. We all love to see that awesome action hero like a John Wick or a Jason Bourne or a Die Hard and stuff like that, and just take on the whole enemy all by himself. And we think, man, that guy's so awesome. The only problem with those guys are it's completely full of you know what. That's not how the real world works. We need help. Most times we can't do it alone. In the book Extreme Ownership by Leif Babin and Jocko Willink, two Navy SEALs, and if you think of guys that can do it all, it'd be a Navy SEAL, right? But he talks about in his book, in their book, that there's four major principles that the Navy SEALs operate off of. But today I just want to talk about the first one. And they say that all of their movements, all of their military tactics operate off of this one concept. And that concept is called cover and move. And basically what that means is that when someone, and it scales, it can be just two people and it could scale up from there. But at the smallest level, it's that if one person is moving, the other person is providing cover fire. Essentially, if one person is doing something, the other person is supporting. Or if there's an element, so there's a number of people, 10, 20, maybe something like that, and they're doing something, something else is giving them overwatch. Maybe it's a sniper position, and they are providing cover while this group moves. Or maybe it's a bigger battalion, and hundreds of people, but overhead there's air superiority. There's the planes overhead. There's the predators and the drones all overhead, and they're providing cover. So if you break it down, in summary, it's basically saying if you try to be a John Wick, if you try to be a Jason Bourne, you're going to die. You're going to fail. Maybe you can have your moments where you are the star of the show and you can do a lot of things, and maybe you are very capable. Eventually, you're going to need some help. You're going to need to cover and move. You're going to need that support group. You're going to need people to help you. And I am learning that firsthand. A couple of videos ago, I said I was fired from my job and been giving updates on that. And this concept has really, really come through for me because people are so kind, really. People have just been coming out of the woodwork and just helping and being, and maybe it is just, I'll pray for you. Or maybe it is just, I'm thinking about you. Just kind words, because I tell you what, if I didn't have that, I could feel it. It would be so easy to spiral and just go to a pretty dark place. But when you have people saying very kind things, people reaching out and saying, how can I help? Having a family absolutely helps. Having that support system in place has been massive for me. And it's like this world has gone completely against that. We used to be built on this idea of having a family unit, of having a church unit, of having a support group unit to rally around people. And now we live such lives in front of our TVs, in front of our games, and we have shallow relationships, and we don't have this support group. Because it is easy. It is very easy to just take care of yourself, to live inside of your own means. And so if you don't have a support group, go get one. That's all about having a grand adventure. And is it difficult? Yeah. You got to get out of your own way. That means sometimes when you'd rather, watch TV at night and someone calls up and says, hey, can you help me? help them. It's for your benefit if you want to put it that way, but help them. It helps builds those bonds. If you're thinking about, oh, do I want to have a family? Have one. Absolutely. The benefits absolutely outweigh any of the costs that say, well, I can't afford a family. Pfft, you can afford it. You find ways to do it. They make you better. 100%. Get that support unit. Maybe that's not you, but if you're not going to church, go to church. Get there. Get involved. Do something. If church isn't your thing, go volunteer. Make it a habit every day. When you're at the grocery store, look around. See, is there someone who's struggling? Is there someone that, you see some elderly person and they are struggling to push their cart? It's not rude. Go out of your way and help them. Cover and move. Don't live your life in a bubble. Excuse the cheesy phrase from Lost. Maybe you're a Lost fan. I was a huge Lost fan, but Jack was right. Live together, die alone. It's true. It really is. Cover and move. Look out for one another. Be someone's support unit. Maybe you're in a position right now where you don't need help. You could stand to help someone else. Do it. You will always get back more than you give. One day you might need the support. Maybe you're in a place where you can give support now, but down the line, I certainly didn't think I'd be in this place. I've always wanted to be the person that helps out, that people can rely on, that people can get help from. And now I'm in a spot where I need help. And people are awesome. They really are. Cover and move. Look out for one another. Maybe it's in your business life. The book Extreme Ownership talks about that, the operations group, they can't just act in their own self-interest. The accounting group, they can't just worry about the finances. They need to work together for the betterment of the group. They need to look out for one another. They need to help each other. Cover and move. If you like this content, if it's been helpful for you, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. If you're in need of help right now, or you got something that you'd like me to pray for, I would love to do that for you. So comment that down below. Comment down below. If you're in a place where you have ideas of ways you can help, comment that down below too. And if you like this content, you can even just drop a comment and just say, hey, I like this type of content, okay? Because I like making it, and I'll see you in the next one.